Hello, my name is Van, and for this demonstration, I will be introducing you to the concept behind kinetic and potential energy. I will now be using this ball to show you the transfer between potential and kinetic energy. Are you ready? Watch closely. Now I assume a few of you are still a bit uncertain about what just happened in terms of kinetic and potential energy. So I will explain to you what just occurred. When the ball is being held up here, it has only potential energy, as no other forces are turning that potential energy into any other sort of energy. Now, when the ball is being dropped, that potential energy is being turned into kinetic energy, which is the energy of movement. Now, when it hits the ground, all of that kinetic energy is then dispersed in other forms of energy due to this outside force. Without an outside force, way cooler things would become very apparent. The ball would be constantly having an infinite amount of potential energy and a constant kinetic energy. And those two numbers would always equal up to the total energy. The reason that that does not happen is due to the energy being dispersed by outside forces such as gravity and also friction. This becomes especially apparent when viewing something like a pendulum, which is also a very good demonstration of kinetic and potential energy. Now allow me to demonstrate. As the pendulum swings, the kinetic and potential energy are being transferred between each other. It swings to the side with kinetic energy before reaching the top and having all that turned into potential energy, and then having that potential energy turned back into kinetic energy. It's quite an interesting phenomenon. As you can see, while it was swinging, it was beginning to swing less and less to either side. This is due to the gravity constantly wanting it to be at the bottom, and the friction slowing down its movement. In conclusion, kinetic energy is the energy of motion and is created when potential energy is acted upon by outside forces. Potential energy is energy that can exist but is not yet being acted upon to transfer it to another type of energy. This scientific principle can be used to understand other changes in energy and is a good example of why perpetual motion is impossible. Thank you for listening to my demonstration.